Trinity B1 ISE-1 4 Skills Test, SELT Secure English Language Tests, B1 English Test ISE-1 Skilled Worker, Health and Care Worker, Scale-Up Worker, Student Visas.
Okay, are you ready? Suman,
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
could you remind me of your topic points?
My hometown.
Topic points, sir.
Topic points are weather in my hometown, food in my hometown, and then friend and family in my hometown, favorite place in my hometown.
All right, let's start now. Can I repeat the points? Weather in my hometown, friends and family in my hometown, food in my hometown, and lastly,
friends and family. Friend and family.
Favorite place in my hometown? Is that a
Yes,
point?
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's start. This is our last speaking and listening test together, so do your best.
Thank you.
This
I'll
is
do it, ma'am.
Let's try. This is Trinity College London ISE-1. My name's Angelina. I am your interlocutor for your speaking and listening test. What's your full name?
My full name is Suman Alimagar.
What's your topic's title for today?
For today, my topic title is my hometown.
What are your 4 topic points?
My 4 topics points are friends and family in my hometown, favorite place in my hometown, food in my hometown, and weather in my hometown.
What's the weather like in your hometown?
My hometown is like surrounded by some mountains and forest sides, so we have mostly we have 3 types of weather: cloudy, rainy, and cold.
What do people like to do in rainy weather in your country?
In my country, rainy weathers is mostly every time heavy rains, like 5 to 7 days non-stop, and because of rains we have this mountain area, so we have a landslide, big faults. So normally we stay at home and do home types of activities like making food, stay at home, that's it. We don't go outside in rainy weather because of heavy rains. It's hard to do any kind of work.
All right. Could you tell me about your best friends in your hometown?
Yeah, I born and live over there more than 20 years, so I have lots of friends and family over there. Among them, I have one friends who we in from my childhood we reached together. So his name is Mahesh.
What activities do you enjoy doing with people and your friends in your hometown?
Normally, when I have a time to meet them, firstly we will do conversation like back to our childhood conversation memory, and then after that, when we are together, we'll do some kind of party, like a barbecue. We drinks beers. We play our traditional music and we dance. We play cards game. We do lots of fun when I meet my friends and family, mostly.
Could you tell me about your favorite place in your hometown?
As I mentioned, my hometown surrounded by lots of mountains. So I have in my hometown we have lots of mountains, but I have one special place. It's called Chandagiri Hills. Is the biggest mountain nearby my hometowns, and is famous for historical maths also. And if you go over there in that hills, you can do lots of activities over there. It's like a zip line you can find over there. You can do paragliding also from there. You can see beautiful valley view, and you can see a bigger mountain from there, like a Mount Everest. Even Mount Everest you can see from there.
All right.
That's my favorite place. Yeah.
That's very interesting. And could you please tell me about the food in your hometown?
In my hometown is normally is original community of Newari. So is I'm not Newari, but is community of Newari. They lives over there. from past long time ago. So they have a one food is called Newari Khaza set, is the famous food in my hometown, and everybody love it.
All right, thank you so much. This is the end of part 1. Now we're going to move to part 2. For part 2, your topic that I'm going to choose for you is a recent important topic. Okay, the topic of conversation that I've chosen for you is saving money. How do you save money?
Yeah. Nowadays, people don't save money. They invest money in different kind of like a Bitcoin, and then they buy Bitcoin. They buy some kind of bank. They invest more than this kind of things. But I like to save money because nowadays people are they buying lots of expensive things. They spend money, go out. They spending money in traveling, everything. But they don't think about their future, because when you're getting old, when your age are when you're getting old, when you have kids, when your parents are getting old, you need money for. For me, I think you need to save money for that time. So for me, I'm not earning too much money, so I try to save some money. Like if I earn 2,000 pound in months, after that got all my rents, bills, electric bills, net bills, everything, I'll try to save a little bit money, at least a few hundred pound for my future. Normally I do this kind of thing to save money.
Do you think it is important to save money?
Yeah, of course, it is important, because after getting one age, like if you young age now, so you can do hard work, you can earn money, but later when you starting getting old, like after 30, after 40, your body can't work like every young years. So that time you can earn money like now. So for you getting old, for your future, not only for you, even for kids, your parents, you need to save money. So yeah, it's important to save money.
Did you ask me 2 questions about saving money?
So how you like to save your money, and then what you gonna do with that money in future?
First question is,
how you like to save money?
Okay. Do you want me to answer it?
Yes, ma'am.
I save money by buying things online, because that gives me an idea that for how much amount I have purchased the items. Besides that, I avoid eating out because it's unhealthy and also too expensive. That's how I save money.
That was very nice, ma'am.
Second,
what are you gonna do that saving in future? What is your planning for that money?
what would you do with the money that you're saving?
Yeah.
Probably travel around the world. What else? Thank you so much. This is the end of the speaking test, and your score is merit. Okay, it's not a distinction; it's a merit, because there are plenty of grammatical mistakes, but you can communicate your ideas. You're not too bad, but it's not a distinction for sure. It is a speaking at merit, above pass. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good job. Okay. Now it's time for the listening test. Rahul Paul Nagla, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself? Where do you come from, and what do you do?
I'm from for India,
Hmm.
in the birthplace.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm independent in UK, and my English is not good.
What a great introduction. Okay, that's okay. So this is a test. I know you want to take language, sir, but as I told you, it's very hard. It's difficult. Okay. So this test is easy. So many people are taking this test. They're preparing for it. I almost know everything that appears in the test. Okay, because so many people have taken the test, so I kind of get an idea from my students that what will come in the test. I think this one is easier.
Okay.
I have a small speaking assessment with you.
Okay.
What are your hobbies?
Hello, your voice is cut.
What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies?
Okay, my hobbies are daily jogging and going to gym and watching TV, and sometime I'm play the game on phone.
Good, thank you. And could you tell me about some rules at your home?
My rules home is cleaning. When you're eating, after cleaning kitchen, and when you use the bathroom, after cleaning bathroom. That's it.
Anything else? Finance? Why these rules are needed? Why?
Need?
Why these rules are needed? Why these rules are needed?
Because this is a cleaning good, and and like watch these things.
Okay, can you ask me 2 questions about rules at my home?
Okay. You tell me. I ask you.
You ask me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Tell you what? Yes.
tell me your rules.
Tell me what? Like, ask me a complete question. What do you want to ask?
I ask you. Tell me your tell me rules. I don't understand what it is.
Copy the question. If I asked you what are the rules at your home, you can also ask me what are the rules at your house. You can ask me the same question.
Okay, what are your
Yes, please. What are the rules at your house? Ask me.
what are the rules at your house?
Good. One more question. Try to create one more question.
What are the rules at your hobbies?
What are the rules at my house? Rule number 1, there's no rule. Rule number 2, break all the rules. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and what
Break all
is
rules.
break all the rules? Okay, and no, I think the biggest rule at my home is we cannot go out without asking parents. That's like the biggest rule.
Okay.
Number 2 would be probably being honest with everyone in the family and being together. I think that's a rule.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is question number 2?
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I tell you first thing, because I'm not I understand what you're saying. All things understand, but I don't know how to speak.
You know how to speak. I'm just giving you a tip. In this test, if you don't know how to question, you copy the questions of examiner. I asked you 2 questions. My first question was, what are the rules at your home? Right. My second question was probably why these rules are needed, why these rules are important. So you can also ask me, say, why these rules are important. That's all. So for this part, just remember, if you don't know how to question, copy the questions of the examiner. That is all.
Okay.
Yep.
Why these rules are important?
I think these rules are important for discipline and also, peaceful environment at home.
Discipline. Okay.
So that's the end.
Okay.
I just wanted to take a little bit of assessment with you. I will decide your topic later. I will choose the topic hobbies for you, okay? Because I think you can talk about that topic. Now let's move to the listening test. Suman, are you ready? Suman, please tell me if you have practiced all these recordings already. Have you?
Some of them, ma'am.
Could you please tell me which one you haven't practiced by far?
I practiced that one, EMU1, and then another one, that's movie.
And have you ever heard Crane Flies or Basketball or Charles Dickens?
Yeah, basketball I did, and then put Country About Bhutans, that also I did.
And Burlington Arcade?
Which one?
Burlington Arcade? Burlington Arcade?
No.
Okay, let's listen to this recording. Now this is listening test part 1. In this part of the test, you're allowed to take notes. I will play the recording twice, and then I would ask you 6 questions about the recording. Let's listen.
The oldest
ISE-1, Task 1.
The oldest shopping centre in London is at Burlington Arcade. It's a narrow street with a roof and small shops on either side. The shops sell mainly expensive things, such as handmade shoes and jewellery. A very rich man built it in 1819. He wanted to build a shopping street next to his large house because people were throwing rubbish into his garden. But this soon stopped them. It's very quiet and peaceful in the arcade, and this is because there are some very strange rules. For example, you can't carry large objects, play a musical instrument, run or sing. Also, you can't open an umbrella. The Beadles, who are a kind of private police force, walk up and down the arcade. They have to wear long coats and tall black hats. If you break the rules, the Beadles can make you go outside. You need a lot of money to shop in the arcade. 4 million visitors come to the arcade every year, but most of them don't buy anything. They just like to look around and have a quiet break.
Now listen again.
The oldest shopping centre in London is at Burlington Arcade. It's a narrow street with a roof and small shops on either side. The shops sell mainly expensive things, such as handmade shoes and jewellery. A very rich man built it in 1819. He wanted to build a shopping street next to his large house because people were throwing rubbish into his garden. But this soon stopped them. It's very quiet and peaceful in the arcade, and this is because there are some very strange rules. For example, you can't carry large objects, play a musical instrument, run or sing. Also, you can't open an umbrella. The Beadles, who are a kind of private police force, walk up and down the arcade. They have to wear long coats and tall black hats. If you break the rules, the Beadles can make you go outside. You need a lot of money to shop in the arcade. 4 million visitors come to the arcade every year, but most of them don't buy anything. They just like to look around and have a quiet break.
All right, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the Burlington Arcade. Let's listen. Apologies, let me ask you. My first question to you is, what can you buy in the Burlington Arcade?
Expensive things.
That is correct. When was the Burlington Arcade built?
It's 1819.
Why did the rich man build the Burlington Arcade?
Because they're never throwing the rubbish in rubbish.
What is one of the rules of the arcade?
You can't open the umbrella.
What happens if you break a rule in the Burlington Arcade?
They take you out.
And how many people visit the Burlington Arcade every year?
Almost 4 million people.
Distinction in listening by far. Very well done. You're a good listener. Okay, further, we're going to listen to another recording. Just tell me if you have not heard it before. An unusual job. Have you ever heard this recording before?
Unusable jobs.
Unusual.
I think, yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to play this recording. You're not allowed to take any notes. You will tell me in few words what is this recording about.
ISE-1, Task 2.
Today, we're going to talk about the job of driving a truck. Only 10% of Britain's truck drivers are women. Maybe this isn't surprising. Transport companies want to employ more women as they don't have enough drivers. So what is it like for a woman truck driver on the road? Let me tell you about Mary Jones. Mary is 22 years old and she was a hairdresser. But now she delivers food to supermarkets. She sometimes works for up to 14 hours a day. Despite this, Mary prefers driving to hairdressing. This is because she likes travelling. For her, the main problem is that she misses her family on long trips. To become a truck driver, you have to be over 18. And of course, you need to have a driving license. Now, let's talk to Mary about her job.
All right, could you please tell me in few words what is this recording about?
It's about Britain women truck drivers.
Thank you. Now listen again and write down 6 important facts from the recording. You are allowed to take notes. You are allowed to take notes this time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's listen.
Today, we're going to talk about the job of driving a truck. Only 10% of Britain's truck drivers are women. Maybe this isn't surprising. Transport companies want to employ more women as they don't have enough drivers. So what is it like for a woman truck driver on the road? Let me tell you about Mary Jones. Mary is 22 years old and she was a hairdresser. But now she delivers food to supermarkets. She sometimes works for up to 14 hours a day. Despite this, Mary prefers driving to hairdressing. This is because she likes travelling. For her, the main problem is that she misses her family on long trips. To become a truck driver, you have to be over 18. And of course, you need to have a driving license. Now, let's talk to Mary about her job.
All right, could you please tell me 6 facts from the recording now?
In Britain, only 10% of women truck drivers. Become a truck driver, you need to be over 18, and then you need also driving license. Mary, before truck driver, she worked as a hairdresser, and because she did truck driving job because she liked to travel.
All right. More? Is there anything else that you would like to tell?
When she driving the trucks, mostly she miss her friend, her family.
Okay, all right. So could you please tell me what was Mary's job before she was a truck driver?
Hairdresser. She was hairdresser.
Okay. And how old is Mary Jones?
22 years.
Why do transport companies want to employ more women?
Sorry, ma'am.
Why do transport companies want to employ more women?
That's one I don't know, ma'am.
Because they don't have enough drivers. That's why. Okay, all right. And my last question to you would be, what do you need to have to become a truck driver?
You need to have a driving license and you need to over 18.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You have passed. With a distinction, I'm sure in the test also you will get a distinction.
Because this time I didn't take the notes, that's why it's very hard.
You should always take notes, right? This is recommended. Now, thank you so much for joining me for today. Now,